Judging people often feels efficient. It feels like awareness, like being careful, like protecting yourself from being wrong again. But every judgment closes a door, and most of the time, you never find out what's on the other side. This is Blessed Visions. Today, we're talking about how judging others quietly costs you opportunity, growth, and connection. If there's one character in World Trigger who showed what acceptance really looks like, it was Yōtarō Rindo. He grew up in Tamakoma, a branch known for welcoming neighbors. In a world where neighbors have caused death, destruction, and invasion, Yōtarō held a different view. He believed there was value in them, not blindly, but openly. He welcomed people with curiosity instead of suspicion. You see this first with Yuma, who proved himself quickly, but the real test of Yōtaro's character came with Hyuse. Hyuse wasn't easy to accept. He was an enemy, a prisoner, a neighbor with every reason to be distrusted. And for most people, that was where the discussion ended. But Yōtarō didn't let preconceptions decide for him. He believed there was value in him because preconceptions are costly. Every time you judge someone too early, you close yourself off from the value they might bring into your life later. With the experiences you don't have, the perspective you can't see, and the capability you didn't know you needed. And this shows up far beyond stories. You see it when you dismiss someone because where they came from, their background, perhaps their reputation, and what you've heard about them. Or sometimes, the most unlikely allies come from the most unexpected places. For your career, for your business, for the opportunities you don't see coming. Judgment may feel like clarity, but it often becomes a limitation. Yōtarō didn't accept Hyuse because he was kind. He accepted him because he was optimistic yet logical. Hyuse had hardened the battle experience, knowledge no one else on the team had to his degree. To Yōtarō, Hyuse was the obvious answer to improving their ranks. To everyone else, the idea felt nonsensical. But Yōtarō didn't let fear of the past cloud present judgment, and Hyuse became the difference maker. Acceptance didn't weaken the team, it elevated it. But being narrow-minded only ever limits you. Other people carry skills and worldviews you don't have and will never will on your own. This is the other side of acceptance that matters just as much: reconciliation and forgiveness. Sometimes you judge someone correctly, but they can still change. Hyuse had opportunities to run, to return to the neighbors who had attacked. He didn't. Instead, he protected Yōtarō, not because he was forced, but because he had been trusted. As Sensei Wu once said, the greatest way to defeat an enemy is to make them a friend. That wasn't weakness, it's simply a law of power. It's easy to assume someone who hurts you once will do it again. And maybe they will. That belief feels protective, like you're learning from experience. But forgiveness and reconciliation asks a harder question. What if they changed? What if the person you're judging isn't who they were at their worst anymore? Judgment keeps you safe, but it also keeps you distant. It prevents repair. It shuts down the possibility of something stronger than before. Acceptance doesn't mean ignoring red flags. It doesn't mean forgetting the past. Nor does it mean pretending like nothing happened. It means giving people space to prove who they are now. You watch behavior. Watch out for new behavior. Look for consistency and let time do the revealing. You allow their actions to speak rather than their past mistakes. And when you do, trust stops being naive and starts becoming strength. Yōtarō didn't have authority or strength or the status, but his openness reshaped outcomes, turned enemies into allies, and limits into leverage. Sometimes the biggest cost in your life isn't in trusting the wrong person, it's never trusting at all. Thank you for watching. If this connected with you, like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. And be honest, who might you be judging too quickly before giving them the chance to show you who they really are? I'll catch you in the next one, and until then, stay blessed.